I don't use WASD to move, I use YUHJ. And the reason I did this was because a week ago, I was wondering why I suck at Fortnite. And on my journey to find the answer, I stumbled across a video about optimal keybinds. And I thought this was really cool, so I decided to give it a try. And so I decided to change my keybinds to these keybinds for 1 week. Day 1 was really hard because I didn't have any muscle memory yet for these new keybinds that I put on. This day was just me really trying to figure out how to move to the right, how to switch to weapons, and which buttons were my builds. I spent all the time I spent on the game today in creative and ranked practice tycoon. Yeah, it was basically just a day of me learning my keybinds, and I didn't end up playing any battle royale. Day 2, I started up Fortnite, and I hopped on some 2v2 Peace Control to warm up. As you can see from this gameplay here, you can tell that I'm really awkward and I just don't know what keybinds to push, which automatically just makes my aim a little worse because I'm just panicking, wondering what button to push to place a build or to switch weapons. And it's really affecting my playstyle because I just don't feel like I know what to do. After 2v2 Peace Control, I hopped onto ranked practice tycoon just to, finish warming up and really get ready for the day. After my warm-up, I went into some battle royale duos. I played 4 games during day 2, and I died off spawn every single game. Needless to say, this was not a confidence boost, and I was really feeling discouraged, and I was wondering whether I should just switch back to my old keybinds. Luckily, I didn't, mostly so I could make this video for you, and also because I really thought these keybinds would help my gameplay in the long run. Day 3 and 4 were about the same. I didn't win any games, and it didn't go well. But I was able to actually consistently get better placements, which really showed that these keybinds, I was getting used to them, and it was a big confidence boost because I was doing all this on a keyboard that had a lot of problems. Like sometimes when I click a key, it wouldn't actually input, and a new keyboard is coming tomorrow that I can't wait to unbox and use. I feel like this new keyboard is really going to improve my gameplay because I'll be able to confidently click different keys on my keyboard and I'll know that they're going to input without me having to click them again. And I just know this keyboard's going to be high quality. So this is really going to be good, and it's going to really show the keybinds and not my equipment for these last few days before 7 days is up. My new keyboard didn't arrive on day 5, and I actually didn't really play at all much. So we're just going to skip to day 6. Dropping in on day 6, I decided to make my first game a solo game. As you can see from that interaction and that fight, my aim is just not good, and I need better aim. So I'm working on that, but the keybinds, I feel like I'm getting more used to, and I feel like I can actually use them now. As you can tell from this interaction here, I don't know what to do when someone builds above me, and I have no clue what to do if someone's higher than me or has height, because I don't really know high ground retakes, and I just feel helpless. And even though I have practiced one, I don't remember it in the situation. So I just feel like I really can't do anything this fight, and I wouldn't have won this fight if he didn't drop down. As you can tell from how I'm moving in this piece control clip, it can show that I'm actually getting better and that I'm pretty fluid now. Day 7. Looks like these 7 days are over, and I had a lot of fun. Trying out optimal keybinds really, I think, helped me improve, and now I feel like I can click all my buttons at once and not trip over myself or struggle. Editing and walking to like the right or left is easy and it's fluid, and I am glad that I took the week to switch. I don't think I'm back at my exact skill level that I was with my old keybinds, but I think I'm going to get there soon and I'm going to be better. Now on to my thoughts. Do I think you should switch to these keybinds? Honestly, yes. Now, don't switch to my exact keybinds because they're right for me and I don't know what's right for you. You gotta vary factors like your hand size or just what you feel comfortable doing. So just try and experiment with your own keybinds. But I do recommend switching to WASQ movement, or in my case, YUHJ movement. I honestly probably wouldn't recommend switching if you're a high level player, or you're very comfortable with your keybinds and you don't find yourself having the problem of moving to the left or right while editing, and you can always click all your keybinds consistently when you need to. But if you're a lower level player and you do have this problem, I think it might be worth trying to switch. And one thing you have to remember, when you switch, you have to stick with it because it's going to be discouraging in that first week when you can't do much. In those first few days, you're not going to be able to walk to the left easily. You're not going to be able to walk to the right easily. You're going to be weirded out and your muscle memory is going to be not where it's supposed to be. But if you just put in the time and effort for 1 or 2 weeks, you should get back to where you were and you should feel better. I'm glad I switched. And I recommend switching as well. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.